everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody's positive. Got good energy flowing. And I guess since we're talking about energy, let's elaborate on that a little bit. The thought of the day is how you give and receive energy. You know, and how important it is to be able to understand, you know, that energy. I'll tell you a story. You have a mother and a child. You know, a mother and a child. And the child is not getting their way. The child throws a tantrum. The child is sending off negative energy to the mother. It is wise for the mother to understand that this is a child. And that this energy, although it appears negative, it's really not. It's really a cry for help. When children throw tantrums, it's all about attention. They seek attention because either they're jealous or there's something not all there in their mind. And whatever it is, it needs to be unfucked. So, understanding how to disseminate the fact that that really is not negative energy. It's basically seeking positive energy. But it's blanketed in a negative cloak. If that makes any sense. The worst thing that the parent can do is disseminate negative energy from their child as negative energy, because it's really not. I'll give you another example. I'll tell you a story. I've experienced this in person. I had a girlfriend that would periodically get on my nerves. I want to say something a little different, but fuck it. I would have a girlfriend that would try to fuck with me because she was feeling some kind of way. And she would try to stir up shit with me. You know, for no fucking reason, because she was feeling some kind of way. Now, old me would disseminate that as negative energy. It's like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Versus me today, just kind of understands, you miss me? She's acting all crazy, why? You know, why are you acting crazy? Because she misses you, she loves you. She's trying to get something out of you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to understand, you have to be able to disseminate these energies that people come at you. It's really positive energy that's cloaked as negative. Because people are insecure about their feelings. So people act out irrationally. A rational person would just say, hey, you know, do you love me anymore? I feel neglected. An irrational person would cause all kinds of problems with you. And this, that, and the other, and make you think you're fucking crazy. And then you end up having a fight, and then they feel better after you have a fight. Does that make any fucking sense to you? No. Long story short, be mindful when people are giving you negative energy and you need to be able to disseminate, is this really negative energy or you just missed my ass? You know what I'm saying? Or what's really wrong? You know? You have to be able to understand the undertones and people's energy and kind of figure out what it is that they really want. Because if you disseminate that incorrectly, meaning if you don't understand what's going on and you react instead of analyzing the situation, then you can make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because your life is 90% on how you react. 90% on how you react is what dictates your future. So the best thing to do is always keep a cool, collective head. So if somebody's calling you a bunch of bitches and hoes and motherfucker and this, that, and the other, and bitches and hoes, the best thing to do is just smile like, really? You know? And then what ends up happening is whoever's calling you the bitches and hoes and this and the motherfuckers and this, that, and the other, they get madder. Because they're not getting that energy. They're not getting the response that they want out of you. And then the truth finally comes out. It's like, why are you tripping? You know, what's wrong with you? Crazy? You know? You can't say that to a child, though. You know, a child is going to say, oh, I hate you, you're not my daddy, blah, 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 blah. You know, I hate you, blah, 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 blah. You know, you can't take that shit personal. You got to understand, this is business. You know what I'm saying? I am the parent, you are the child. That is it. I am not your fucking friend. I'm here to get you graduated from school and obeying God, and hopefully you're not pregnant or have children by the time you're 18. That's it. And hopefully you learn something, you know? So, when it comes with dealing with children, whenever they're flipping the fuck out on you, you know, the best way to handle that, you know, is to take a step back, nothing, and just kind of like analyze what's going on in this immediate circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Because usually mostly with children, it's jealousy or attention. They're fighting for attention. You know, they're jealous of a sibling, or they feel like you're playing favorites. That's kind of important. You know, parents, don't ever play favorites. Even if you have them, don't show that shit. Because all that does, that mentally fucks them up. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't like his ass. You know? Even if he's a moody little fuck. You know? Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because all that does, it warps their mind later on down the line, and they end up becoming the enemy of their siblings. We don't want to create that. You know? It ends up fucking them up, you know, mentally for life. And then they blame you for it. You know? Don't do it. You know? So you always kind of want to be able, if you even have an inkling of feeling that you have a child that is jealous of a sibling, you got to iron that shit out immediately. Especially if you think that they think that you're playing favorites. You got to iron that shit out immediately, because that is the fastest way to warp a mind of a child. You know, you want to be able to make them feel like, you know, home is a safe haven. You know, we can talk about anything. You know, that, you know, I'm not here to give you a parenting lesson. I'm just, you know, I just understand how people think. You know, but I would kind of have to say, you know, everything starts at the root. You know, and it's always good to handle things at the lowest level before it kind of gets blown out of proportion. So again, energy, disseminate the energy. If it seems negative, take a step back. Do not react. Identify whether it's really positive energy that's blanketed as